Ecological issues, they affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
If it's raining outside or not, but if so, it's possible to be struck by lightning indoors, so maybe it traveled through the electrical systems because it also affected the camera.
Today I'm going to show you guys how we gas the bananas. First, we start off with some ethylene gas. We're going to be gassing room 1 today.
Gassing bananas at Walmart.
This is the bananas we will be gassing today. Start our little gas. Come to our little machine. We'll put this little bad boy up. To the floor. Throw out a little lid.
They're fumigating bananas with acid.
Go. Close this door. Room 1. Change it. Hit the gas on off. That. In menu. And we are gassed.
I just looked it up and it says bananas naturally produce ethylene and start the ripening process. So instead of waiting an extra 2 to 3 weeks for them to naturally ripen, we all gotta eat these gassed up bananas.
Disgusting.
Let me ride!
Let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're all going to jail!
I will never leave YouTube!
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again! You will be banned!
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, let's move over, make ourselves a little more comfortable. Here we are, Thursday night, folks. We got a tight little show for you, another tight little show. I've seen someone out there already hedging their bets on how long it'll be. I know I always say it's short, and it turns out to be 3 hours. Last week we were a little early. This week I think might be a short one too. Unfortunately, the cows are still undercover. They've gone dark, folks. Reverend Shanny, I don't expect to hear from for a while. Von Helton, though, he'll pop his head back up for air. He will. And I don't know if anyone out there is in contact with Von or knows more than we know, but don't you worry, chillin'. He will be back. The lulls will be back. That's what I said last time. When it starts like that, when it burns hot, it burns quick. It burns bright, but it's over with. And 2026 started like a firecracker. Let's just calm down a little bit. But that's okay. That gives us time to catch up with some of the other cows. We got Emo Flag Rage. We're going to check out a little bit of that. I get a shout out, of course. I don't know why right off the bat, but cool enough. We'll check a little bit of that out. Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We got some classic Von Helton, a couple classics from the vault. Oh, Bossman Jack just got out. So, I mean, there you go. We might have some fun with that coming up in the near future. But, yeah, we got a fun little show. We got some Von worked up. Yeah. You know what? Let's kick it right off. Folks, I already got my drink going. About to light a cigarette. We're going to get faded, next rated here, folks. Put the kiddies to bed. And hit the like if you don't mind. I sure would appreciate it. But thank you for being here. And let's have some fun and watch through some. So we got some new and some old. A little mix, folks. A little mix, folks. And, yeah, let's see what the Lulz cows are. Let's wrangle some Lulz cows and see what they're up to. But let's start with a classic, folks. One of my personal favorites. If it'll start up. Here we go, folks. Oh, yeah.
You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of the angels' feet. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go and tell that long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Well, you may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later gotta cut you down, sooner or later gotta cut you down. Go and tell that long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down.
We'll be right back after these messages.
So, folks, we had just a taste of Targeted Citizen earlier with the gassing of the bananas, which is a process to make them ripen faster. I wonder if he's aware that they have techniques and processes also to preserve food for travel and storage. It'd be a shock to him. I think it'd be too much. But every once in a while, and I had forgotten about this guy. I had actually subscribed to this guy to keep an eye on him. And if you actually go to a channel like Targeted Citizen, the fun thing to do, besides just listening to him ramble, is look in the comments section for the people that are subscribed and actually back him up. And go check out their channels. And you're going to find people just as crazy or crazier than Targeted Citizen. And this is one such gentleman. I think his channel is just called Targeted Simulation. And he's often in the comments. And he's got a few things to say, too. This is a gentleman, I think if I understand this, he just got back from the... See, if he goes to the store and sees someone suspicious, he thinks the perps have planted the person in the store that they know he's going to, folks. So, you know, it's like leapfrog insanity we're playing here, folks. But let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Let's get him, y'all.
Yo.
You see that guy right there? Well, I told y'all, man. You see him? Get a good look at him real quick. Now, check it out. Now, I told you, I got Anytime Fitness. I go to the gym in Pennsylvania. That guy's always there, right? Now, remember I told you that when I travel, I go to different states? Well, I only really been to one state, but I have been to,
Wait.
Right now I'm in the state of Delaware. I come to...
Wait. I remember when I tell you all that I travel these different states, but I only really been to one state. What? Anyways, I don't want to dwell on that, but I just thought that was interesting.
Delaware and go to the gym out here. I ain't go to the one in Jersey yet, but that's probably coming next. I'm gonna check out the one, but they got a whole bunch of Anytime Fitnesses in Pennsylvania, but I don't really go to the ones in Philly because it's nowhere to park. So you mess around and you know, you had to deal with tickets and getting your car towed or something, trying to work out. So I stay out of Philly. So I go to you know, the ones that's like in the county area, or they have plenty. They got, you know, Phoenix, I think was Phoenixville, what's that? Exeter, what's the other one? I ain't been to Coatesville. You know, they got a whole bunch of, excuse me, I just got the shower to my face all ashy. check the diaper guy out. I just left the gym. I just left the gym and I just left the Acme. Got me some grub, and he was there. He was right in the line. It's funny too, because they always do that. They have a dude that you know that you get stalked at one particular gym, and then you'll go somewhere else and they will plant that same bot that you saw. Look at this guy. He's like an old ass Ric Flair. Woo! You know what I mean? So what they'll do is, remember I told you that big girl that was at my gym, and they sent her. They sent, it was a couple weeks ago. She showed up at the gym in Delaware when she was going to the one out in Pennsylvania.
Wait. I think I know. I know what the problem is. I think I know what the problem is here, folks, and I don't want to make it that type of issue, but I think this gentleman is trying to suggest that all white people look the same, and you can't tell them apart. He actually thinks they know what gyms he's going to go to, and they keep planting these obvious government agents, folks. If that tattoo on that first guy's arm didn't tip you off. This one here, a perp. Guaranteed.
So that's what they'll do. They only do it just to get a reaction. That's all, you know, just so you can say something like, man, you follow me, man. Man, what you doing, man? You know what I mean? But they ain't gonna get that type of reaction out of me. Because obviously it's something wrong with you. It's obviously something wrong with you if you following me. So, but I'm not gonna make this video long. I'm about to stop it right now. I just wanted to show y'all that. I just wanted to show you the bot that he was right there planted inside the Acme Market when I went inside. When I was at the checkout, I just looked up and he was right there. And I'm like, look at this clown. You know what I'm saying? He's at the gym all the time in the morning. You know what I mean? When I'm there, you know, working out.
So notice, folks, that he's just blatantly rolling through these stop signs. Now, I know this is a parking lot, but I think he does it coming up here to the road if there wasn't cars coming. But I mean, let's put that back. So there's clearly a stop sign.
Morning.
Watch carefully.
You know what I mean?
He just rolls through it.
You know, working out. He'll show up. He's a gang stalker. Take the lady out, scratch the head. You see it? You see it? Go ahead, do it again, lady. Do it again. Y'all may not understand what that is, but hey, if you're a target, you do. If you're not a target, you don't know what I'm talking about. But don't worry, you're next on the list. So I just wanted to say that real quick. That shower felt good, man.
There's the stop sign. Just keep on rolling.
Crazy.
Keep on going.
Going with a white car coming.
Oh, a car's coming.
You know they always gotta.
So, it's a perp, of course, folks.
Have a white car. Yo, I'm look. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, though, they've been really doing white and heavy. Remember I told you I went to California last year? And when I went to California last year, man, they was hit me, man. It was white. I mean, it was so much white, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Inside's whiter than Katy Perry's face is.
Whiter than Carrie. Anyways, yeah, no turn signal, folks.
That's Jay-Z. Inside, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna holler back, y'all. Y'all keep your heads up, man. Also, real quick, I just want to show you what I got to at the market, cause
he feels compelled to pull over and then show us the juice and stuff he bought for some reason.
I ain't been really eating too. And I also got me some. I'm gonna see if I can find me another $20 on the ground. This is the same spot where I found that $20. If I find a $20 on the ground, man.
That was obviously a trick that was put out there by the perps.
So whoever is one of my number one.
Anyways, the thing is, these people are out there, folks. They're out there driving around. They're at your Walmarts, your Acme stores, and they're probably looking at you thinking you're either a robot or a government agent. So Just keep all that in mind, folks. Stick
We'll
around.
be right back after these
Stick
messages.
around, folks.
I've noticed some Jesuits are commenting underneath my last YouTube video. They're treating that image that Brad showed me of the Gale entity that contacted him like it's a big joke. You know what I think Satan's telling them? I think Satan is telling the Jesuits this. Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't be so mean as to let them kill you. Here's our strategy. Here's what we're going to do. You see, the Gale entities are going to focus on killing all of Gale's men first, and all of her supporters, like her Patreon supporters, so they'll get them first. And then, and then by that time we will have won, and we won't need to kill you, so you're going to be fine. So don't believe all the stuff Gale's telling you. That's what I think he's telling them. Yeah, that's what I think he's telling them. Those disgusting Jesuits that are still sticking with him and want to kill Jesus. Huh. Well, what? You dumb Jesuits, think about this. What if we do better in this battle than Satan anticipates, and the Gale entities decide they need to take out some Jesuits in order to kill Jesus, huh? Do you ever think about that? Yeah. In that case, maybe your life is not so sure. You might want to think about that if there are any Jesuits listening to me. Though, of course, this is for my Patreon channel. But yeah. What if we do better in this battle than Satan anticipates? He might be a little overconfident, you know. There's that old saying, pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Oh, yeah, I need to go this way. The brain control, I think, has been awful. So, yeah, if that's the case, then what Satan's telling you isn't going to work, and you think those Gale entities are not going to take you out, Jesuits, if that's what they have to do? Huh. You better believe they'll take you out. So let's say the battle against the Gale entities starts going in our favor, okay? Which means that they haven't been able to kill off us as much as they wanted, okay? Well, guess who's going to be next? It'll be you, Jesuits, right? Because you didn't prepare for the battle because you believe Satan's hokey, okay? It'll be you next. This might make a good YouTube video. Huh. Yeah, so if we end up doing better in this battle than what Satan's telling you, you'll be next. You say, well, the Gale entities wouldn't go against Satan's instructions. Well, if it means they'll be dead, they will. Yeah. They can't kill Jesus until they kill a large number of humans, okay? That's their goal. Now, if they can make that large number of humans my supporters first, then they can spare you, evil Jesuits, okay? But let's say this battle goes badly against them, okay? And we turn out to be a little bit more resistant than they expected. Guess who's going to be next? They're going to think, oh, well, let's go kill the ones that are easy to beat. Yeah, since you Jesuits are not preparing for the battle, you'll be the ones that are easy to beat. And they'll go after you. Think about that, you dumb assholes. Think about that. You see, so you think you stand a chance? Yeah, I think we stand a chance. Because when Jesus left us in June 2022, he was gloriously happy. So you better prepare for the battle, you Jesuits. Those Gale entities don't care who they kill. Because any human they kill, whether they're evil or good, helps them to kill Jesus. So if they can't kill us, they'll go after you. Ha! Think about that, you dumb asshole. Ha! Anyways, I've said my say. Ha! Yeah, when I get home, I think I'm going to make a quick YouTube video and just put a screenshot of the two Gale entities up there and say, these want to kill you. And they are not me. And I might put, I think I might actually, yeah. And I'm just going to let those Jesuits know that they're not safe either. See, I'm sure Satan has been telling them, you know, what I already discussed. And they need to understand that if by some miraculous chance we start winning this battle, those Gale entities will go after the weak points on our side, okay?
Yeah, so what is this? What is...
Thank you.
What are we doing
so if
here?
those Jesuits haven't been getting ready, they'll be the weak points, right?
What's with
They'll
all
be
the
next.
parking lots, folks? That's
so
what I
yeah,
want to
maybe
know.
at
What's
the
with all the
beginning they'll
parking
spare
lots?
the Jesuits and go after us. But if we turn out to be a more formidable opponent than they expected, any human they kill helps them out. They don't care who it is, Jesuit, whoever, you know. So they'll go after the weak ones, the ones who didn't get ready.
So, folks, that's what Gale has been up to. Yeah, there seems to be a theme unrolling here with the cows, folks. Let's enjoy a Von Helton classic. Let's do that.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We got a saying around these parts: your hair will look fabulous. If your sideburns are lopsided as fuck, and that dye job ain't doing your happy ass no good, then you need the expertise of Von Helton's Beauty Emporium.
Alright. Man, what a crow's nest. Wow, wait. I think this is gonna be easy, but it ain't.
You are looking good, man.
You noticed how I was struggling to cut it there first. Wow. You better not grab none of my hair, dude. Does it look okay in the back?
You need to do a little bit on the neck part. You got a little extra in the middle there, but yeah, it looks all right.
Von Helton's Beauty Emporium. Beauty must be punished.
Yep. You're so excited, ain't you, man? And you just can't have it. And you're so excited and you just can't have it. Look at my funky looking little sparrow type thing here. Okay, we gotta put this around me. Put this around me. The Velcro. It's the Velcro. There it is. Okay. Well, won't know how much hair this thing will catch. Probably not much, but if it catches some, that'd be better than none, right? Okay, first thing I've got to do, got to cut this damn knot off the back here.
Look at the floor behind him. This has got like random cups and fucking God knows what. And then, of course, the countertops. It's just this floor is just random garbage. Just couldn't make it to the garbage, folks. Couldn't do her. Couldn't make it. Had a bad case of the shakes. Couldn't do her. Couldn't make it to the garbage, folks. So if you're unaware of this little arc, this is when Von Helton agreed to do a live stream cutting his own hair with USB Chinese-made clippers, folks. You know this is the highest quality. You know the USB power will be enough to cut through that rat's nest.
Holy shit.
Look at that.
That is really messed up. We got her, though.
That was on the back of his head.
We got Toyota. What a mess that is. Huh. No wonder that sucker wasn't coming out. Look how matted up that thing. No wonder that sucker wasn't coming out. All right, dog.
Huh. No wonder. No wonder I couldn't comb that out. I've been sleeping on my dirty, greasy hair for the last 3 months. How long does it take, folks? I want to hear you guys, because I don't know. I just use clippers and buzz my hair. I don't deal with this shit. How long would it take to get? That's like something you cut off a dog, right? Like some stray dog you found like down some alley, and you're doing the, you know, those videos of doing the rescue. And I want to put that back for a second, because how long would it take?
No wonder that sucker wasn't coming out. All right.
I was trying to get there. You can kind of see it there. But how long do you think, folks, would it take? Tell me in the chat. To get the back of your head that matted. Are you starting to see a clearer picture of maybe why the people at the school were concerned when the kids would show up like this? Like, doesn't that, yeah, I know. I don't know. It never happened to me. Like, does this just happen just to feral beasts? Isn't that just what you see, this kind of thing? This type of shit you shear off like fucking animals and stuff? Like what? Look at that shit. It's like the size of a fucking big tea saucer or something. It's the back of his head. Big lice nest.
My hair tie ain't coming out of there. No way. Like I said, man, I tried everything. I could take. And it just wasn't happening. Just wasn't happening. All right, now. Okay, and of course, the cord is too damn small. I may have enough power. Let's see.
You got to admire the frozen curtain substitute, folks, that he has up on the window there. Listen to that thing. These are USB clippers, folks. It's pulling his hair out. It's not cutting his hair.
Even the clippers are having some trouble. Wow, wait. That's incredible. It's incredible. But I'm not surprised, actually. No. I thought this was going to be easy, but it ain't. Oh, I hope the blades don't go on me.
USB clippers, folks, trying to work through Von Helton's matted, greasy mane. Golly. It's lucky he didn't burn the... That would have been hilarious if he burnt the clippers out halfway through and was stuck with half a haircut, but the end result, nonetheless, was still pretty hilarious.
I know I have thick hair, but my God. How do these guys have hair? Maybe they don't. That's it. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's got all the cups and containers and garbage on the floor. He's everything just stacked and strewn on the counters. You can even see the rest of the table. He's cleared himself a spot for the video, which is rare for Von Helton. But you can actually see that the rest of the table is just covered in various items. Blankets, books, Cardboard boxes, empty food containers. Yeah, there could be some dog food kicking around there. Just letting the dogs lick out the containers. They land where they may. If I look closely, I'm seeing some kind of graphic on the purple plastic cloth here, folks. And I'm guessing this, would this have been possibly, this looks like a dollar store Halloween
Technically, I think I'm
kind of
supposed
thing.
to be doing this from the mirror. The only mirror I got is a kid's mirror up there. This would be a I had a tabletop here, but I think
God, look at it. It is just matted. Those things got like next to no power. I mean, it's USB, folks. Come on.
by cutting, literally cutting. That's a little better. Yeah, shoot, if they faster, just cut it with regular scissors. Faster, just to cut it with regular scissors, folks. Why not? And that's fun. This is fun. Fun and educational, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm feeling cooler already. I am. Not even joking. I feel 10 degrees cooler already, man. Serious.
Yes, I realize it uses USB to charge the battery. But that being said, there's no way that thing fucking holds enough charge. There's no fucking way to make it through a full haircut. Especially look at that fucking... He's cluing in at least that you should cut the hair first, then use the clippers. Right? But no. You need, like, look at this head of hair. This is not your usual case here, folks. This is like, he needs some professional New Zealand sheep shearers or some shit if he's just going to go in cold like that. I'm just saying.
I got that big mirror on the wall there. Golly, I'm an idiot. I got a big mirror here on the wall. Devon, there's still hair coming off there. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got thick hair. I got massive thick hair, bro. Really, really thick. You noticed how I was struggling to cut it there first. That's why. You better not grab none of my hair, dude. You will get a hairball from that. That shit's thick. And then he cutting off all his hair. Huh? Then he cutting off his hair. All right, now don't get close. Oh, God. I'm working with something I ain't never worked with before.
Somehow they work better when he stands up, apparently, folks.
I don't know if they put it around my neck tight enough or what, but when I go to the barber shop and get a haircut, I always end up getting hair down in my neck and my shirt. I ain't got none right now. Of course, I got this thing on super tight. Back up now, man. My legs start screaming. Okay, now, let's see here. I'm going to try and go up from the back some more. I'm doing your favorite. Notice I pull away from the blades. Never get fingers before the blades. Of course, don't get your fingers down anyway, unless you're going to want to fall.
Keep in mind, folks, no mirrors were used in this haircut. It's just going purely on instinct, on his senses. Folks. The Force guides him.
Looks like I'm going to have to let it charge a little bit to start this out. Get a little low. I'll let it charge a little bit. But yeah, man, I ain't got none down back neck or anything. Sure. And I always hate that. That was the only thing I disliked about going to get it. And to get it down my neck and my back and my shirt. I ain't got none. Of course, I got this thing super tight, so maybe that's why. I ain't got none. It's great. It's awesome. And boy, do I feel lighter. Wow, wait. I must have cut at least 5 pounds of hair off my head. No joke. It's heavy. I feel a whole lot lighter. A whole lot lighter. And I look different too. Hey, man. I look different. Vive la différence. Yeah. More French. French must be thinking about me. Thinking about. Yeah, man. I'm feeling stronger every day. I'm so right now. We'll let that charge up a little bit more, I think. No. Let's see here if I can figure out a way to see behind me somehow. There might be a patch or two that I miss, but I can go back later with scissors and slop it right up. Should be okay. All right. Plug that. See if we can't finish the bad boy up.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll charge it up, I'm sure.
I'm gonna sit on my W today.
I gotta skip it up a little bit here, folks. Come on. Look at this. That ridiculous thing on, like a dog collar. One of those cones they put on dogs so they don't scratch their ears or whatever.
I'm saying I put needing another charge.
Needing another charge,
But
folks.
let it sit in charge. It acts.
Fucking things are dead.
Hey.
It's still going.
I got done though, right? They were like, huh?
It's like just pulling the fucking hair out of his head. He's getting every last bit out, folks, before he has to charge it again. It's not even... Look at this. It's at this point, it's just really... It's more combing his hair really hard, pulling some out along the way. Well, I mean, it's still kind of cutting. It's going to look more like the Prodigy here when he's done.
You look like you're totally...
Alright, let's put her back.
Plug that in. Plug it in.
We'll plug that in, folks.
Okay.
Hey, John.
How you doing, Vaughn?
Hey.
I'm back. Oh, that's a good looking haircut, man.
Yeah. I'm a
you look like a totally different person, man. You look like a million
that's
bucks.
That's what everybody says. Everybody says they're terrified of me when I get, because I look like a drill sergeant. But that's okay.
Yeah, what do you do? Just take the buzzers and just trim it off?
Yeah, man, just zip until it finally all come off. I had to use the scissors on some of it, man, because I got real thick hair, and so I had to use the scissors on quite a bit of it. But it's gone, man. It's gone, dude. You missed it all. You missed the whole damn thing, dude.
No, I'll watch it. I was
did
hanging
you
out
watch
with
it?
the wife. I was hanging
okay.
out with the wife. So.
Oh, okay, all right. I obviously I'm in there, so I'm not going to see what's going on in here, you know. But yeah, man. So yeah. It was an experience.
Looked like $1 million bucks, man.
Yep. Let me see. Let me know how it looks in the back. Does it look okay in the back?
I'm going to use a thinner brush. So
Does it look okay in the back?
Oh, what happened? Yeah, oh yeah, the back looks good, man. Let me see it one more time. Okay. You need to do a little bit on the neck part. You got a little extra in the middle there, but it looks all right.
Whereabouts?
Right there, yeah. Go move your finger. Move your finger down.
Okay.
Well,
I need to chop that out. I'll use it. I'll take. I got these little teeny tiny scissors.
Yeah. You know what exactly. You felt it, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's fine, right?
Looks good, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, guys, hope you like the new do. Look at that. I got a V in my. Look at that. Look at that V. Isn't that something? That's amazing, isn't it? So the V is no longer on my neck, on my chin. Now the V is in my head. Interesting, isn't it? Isn't that neat? So I still got my V. It's just not on my chin no more. Now it's in my hair. Isn't that something? Ain't that something? All right. That's 3 hours on the money. Y'all have a pleasant day and better tomorrow. Bye.
We'll be right back after these messages.
And now a public service announcement.
Are you fucking serious? 10 pizzas?
Yeah, 10 pizzas.
Yeah. Do you fucking realize how many homeless people 10 pizzas could feed? That you're wasting food, Do you realize that? Then they wonder why when they go out to dinner, they bitch that the restaurant is so expensive. That's why, because you're wasting the restaurant's fucking money, and you're wasting the restaurant's fucking profit, doing shit like that. Do you realize how many homeless veterans 10 fucking pizzas could feed, asshole? You know what, Carl? You're a fucking you need your face knocked out of your fucking head, and you need your hands broke, so you can't fucking type. That's what you need. No, but that's a waste of food. Do you realize how many and they gotta throw it in the garbage can every time you waste that fucking food? They can't resell it to another fucking human being, it goes in the goddamn garbage can! Do you realize how many homeless fucking you can feed with that? You're a liar, Houston! You're a liar! I'm gonna come to Houston and pass your fucking faces! Houston! I'll come to fucking Houston! I'll kill you, you motherfucker! I'll kill you! Kiss my cock!
Alright, folks.
We'll be right back.
No, not yet. We'll put that back. Alright, so we're going to have to go over to YouTube side, because I couldn't download this for some reason. It wasn't done processing or something. So we're going to go over to Emo's channel, one of his channels anyways. Justin Emo Howling Wolf. He simulcast this, so here we go. So this is a little bit of Emo. We're going to check in and see how Emo's doing. He's upset because some content got removed, and for some reason my name comes out over it. I don't know. I wear it like a badge of honor, folks. Let's see what's cooking in Emo's kitchen here. We'll skim through this, folks. All right.
Alright, so I gotta wait a second.
He's got that cigarello sparked up. You know it's going to be good, folks.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't like swearing in the first few seconds of a live stream, so we're almost at 54 seconds on one live stream. Alright. So obviously we have a worthless flaggot. Yeah, I said flaggot, not the other word. See, one time when Ernie Chrysler was stealing my fucking videos, the trolls called me a worthless flaggot because I was flagging Ernie Chrysler's videos. I got called a worthless flaggot when I decided to retaliate against Gary Snowflake's attack on me. Right? I got accused of being that when I attacked Gary Snowflake. When I went after Andrew and started flagging his shit, I got called a flaggot. That's what I got called. A worthless flaggot because I had the audacity to flag down the videos of my faggoty trolls. But it's alright for my faggoty trolls to strike down my videos, right? It's okay because see, right here we have another example of where a flaggot flagged the video because he couldn't handle the truth. So one of these 47 viewers, it only got viewed by 47 people. Ask me if I give a fuck whether it got viewed by 4,700 people or 47 worthless fucking faggots. Ask me if I give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me because that number doesn't pay me. So therefore that useless number. So somebody in the 47 viewers that watched this video right here decided to be a flaggot. So this is what happens when I gotta deal with flaggots, okay? This is what we do now. Are you ready for this? Alright, this is what we do now. When we have an asshole that decides to be a little flaggot, okay? And I'm not mad about it. I'm not spurging out. Well, he's giving us the reaction he wanted by bitching. No, I'm not bitching about it. I'm not bitching about it at all. So, Where did that last recording go? I gotta figure out where that went. Yeah.
Come on, Nemo, you're killing me. You're killing me.
So we're gonna get rid of Firefox here. We're gonna take Firefox down. And we're gonna open up this. See, here's the video. I got flagged. Right? Because the trolls couldn't handle it. So now what do we do with that video now? Alright, here's what we do with that video. Here's what we do with that video now. As you can see, I got it open. Because these trolls wanted to be a flag it. This is what we do. This is what we now do to that video. We go over here. When I can make this where everybody can see it. This is how we handle flag it. This is how we handle flag it. Ruthless people that can't handle the truth. Now, I was just signed into my account. Why am I signed out again? I just signed into the motherfucker. Why am I... Alright, there I am. So now we go over here to BitChute. We go like this. We go like this. We go like this. And we go... ANOTH other VIDE video banned by BAND banned by their STUPI stupid TOS. There we go. Another video banned by YT and their stupid TOS. Copy, paste.
This is a painful process for Emo to upload. He's trying to make a video to show how...
right away.
I thought the point of this video was to show how simple it was. You know, so simple, so simple. He seems to be struggling here, folks. We're not going to watch this whole thing, obviously, but...
Proceed. Up there on BitChute for all the world to see. Because Emo will not be silenced. Got it? Got it! So there it is. Justin Emo Hollingworld channel.
Was that a chair squeak, or did he just shit his pants? I want to put it back, because I have actually caught him shitting his pants before. Like, literally thought the mic was on. He's telling Mike, I gotta get in the shower.
So there it is. Justin Emo Hollingworld channel. Right there up on BitChute. There we go. Up there. So now let's go to the next one. Shall we? Now we'll go over here. And we'll upload it again to Rumble. Just because I can. Just because I can. See how that works? And I don't feel like typing the fucking... So we're going to click on this. No, I don't want to play it. No, don't play it.
Same fucking video.
I do want to steal the title, though, because I don't want to type it 50 times. So we'll just copy this like this. Now we'll go back over here.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
And the video title.
He already had it copied.
Put it in there. Select the video.
Yeah, we get it. We know how to do this.
All right. And we go.
Uh-oh.
All right. Now it's going to make me find it. Full one.
This is emo, folks. Drug-free.
Remember when I had the very first fight with Brandon J? This one. Cumberland Street video on YouTube. But emo wasn't allowed to have that Cumberland Street video on YouTube. No! Here's where I was bitching at Regan Benson. This is another rant that the fucking faggot trolls got banned from YouTube. The original Regan Benson rant. Here it is. Here it is. Original Regan Benson rant. Hello, everybody. Emo Howling Wolf here. And I'm fucking pissed. That's right. And if I knew where this cunt was, I'd fucking punch her right in a fucking cunt in the fucking cunt face that she is. Hallelujah. You're about to see me get very angry. Something I don't do very often on this channel. But that's when I got fucking angry over fucking Regan Benson. There's Regan Benson right fucking there. Right fucking... All the hits are on here. All the hits. All the fucking hits are on this channel. All the way back to 9 fucking years ago. This video is on here from 9 fucking years ago. So, you can't silence me, YouTube. You can't fucking silence me, because I just come back under a different platform. And I keep coming back again and again and again. So now when we go to content, today's video should show up. I know it's there. Uploads. It should be there. I just uploaded the fucking thing. Where is it? Oh, that's my subscriptions. I don't need to be showing you that. Come on. Where did that video go that I just uploaded? It should be there. There it is. Hey, 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 faggot, goodbye. Hey, faggot, goodbye.
So, he's making a YouTube video because the video got flagged for terms of service already. And to prove that he can put it on other sites, then proceeds to play the video from another site on YouTube. Folks. It's like a... I don't even want to say it. Never mind.
Let's go back to BitChute again. BitChute. Here we go. Let's go back to my channel. See, these trolls think they can silence me by flagging my shit. They can't silence me by flagging my shit. Because all that does is make me put my shit on my channel where other people can see it on another channel. That's all it does. And if you go through here, there's videos in here that were banned from YouTube. Videos that were banned from YouTube, but yeah. I wish they would give me, video. Let me go here. Videos. Too sexual on my channel. Too sexual. BitChute, right? See? So they're all still there. They're all allowed. But Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey are truly 100% free speech zones. But not YouTube. Not YouTube. Here's another one. So, I'm not going to show the beginning of that word. Haitian man can kiss my ass and suck my dick. Another video that was banned from YouTube. Unjustly false flag by YouTube bag of trolls. Come on, /just play. That's the one I just fucking talked about. The DJ Emo Hannibal show. Andrew, ha ha ha, he's not a man, he's a worthless maggot with an F. Deadbeat father. That's when I was bashing Andrew. It's still up there, still up there. Oh yeah, here's another hole. Gary is a fucking liar and deserves death. Got removed from YouTube because it had a death threat in it. Ooh, had a death threat in it, but it's allowed on BitChute, right? Had a death threat in it, but it's allowed on BitChute. The Asylum Express. I don't need the police. I need to be left alone. Because they were talking about swatting me, those assholes. Big D, what an asshole. Yeah. See, he calls himself Big D on YouTube, but we all know that little Big D stands for Little Dick. Okay? Because when you see this guy going down the road, and he's got this Ford F-150, and it's jacked up 5 feet in the fucking air, and the fucking tires are 3 feet around, and it's got chrome all over it, and it's got big shocks, and big tires, and big this, and because it's such a big truck, that means the guy has such a little dick, a little fucking dick. That's what it means. He has a little fucking dick. So in my opinion, Big D likes to call himself Big Dick. But we all know he's got a little tiny dick. Smaller than the end of my cigarette. We know he's got a little tiny dick.
We got some mic in the
when
background.
I used to tape the Dixfield, Maine selectmen meeting, they had this guy by the name of Tiny. Tiny was a 600-pound fat-ass tub of lard. He was other than tiny. Okay? But they'll call a big fat fuck, they'll call him tiny when he's not really tiny. So, because it's the opposite. So if he's Big D, if he's Big D online, that must mean he has a little... There was nothing wrong with the stream. It was silenced for no good reason. Yeah, YouTube at its finest. Howlin' Wolf done replay. Howlin' Wolf dead. I'm sure I can go on and on and on here, but I'm just making a point. You flag my shit, it goes up somewhere else. Just because it's out there doesn't mean you have to use it as ammo, and I still stand by that video.
That's a great video.
Jeremiah.
That's the video that he fucking flagged me over. Playing that, reacting to that video. That's where he bashes the box on my Weirdo Wonderland intro.
That's when I was still friends with Jeremiah before he fucked me. How to turn off the live chat and the stream. Yeah. Oh, when I used to let PDF take over my channel and do shows. See, there's proof. PDF takeover show. And that doesn't stand for something dirty either. That stands for Poor Dirt Farmer. He's a user on YouTube. Let's see if there's any more that I can find that was sent in. Let's see. Let's fucking see. Sucks as it was proven again today. Hated that. Hannaford. Both my Hannaford protests on YouTube got erased. But both of my Hannaford protests are still on Odyssey and still on BitChute. Right after that, you can't silence me because that video's been posted up to 3 other places now. Posted to 3 other websites. I might just post it to TikTok next. Yeah, let's try it. Shall we try it?
Oh yeah, because they're not as strict as YouTube. TikTok, holy great.
No, not really, because I don't want to troll up my TikTok account. But I'm almost tempted. You can't silence me. You can't win. And it's about time the faggot trolls learn this. It's about time the faggot trolls get it through the head. Then when my video gets banned on one platform, it just gets put up on another platform. Over and over and over again. Time after time. Year after year. Day after day. Because I'm the boss. And you're not. Now,
That's all she wrote on that one, I guess. That's all he had to say. They cut him off again, folks. I don't think he's put out anything more. Oh, he's got a bunch of notified pre-planned streams that he just never did. All the 19th. Huh. Ooh, 27 seconds ago. Not available. What? I got this earlier, though, folks.
Alright, we're going to record this one because my computer wants to be an idiot and doesn't want to live stream to YouTube, and it wants to be an asshole and make me create stream after stream after stream after stream, which all that's doing is wasting all my notifications. That's pretty much what that's doing. So, what we're going to do is we're going to move this other one to... We're gonna live stream it on one channel, except both, but then we're gonna put the recording of this live stream on the other channel, saying that it wants to be a dank, okay? Alright. So now we should be public now. Are we still there? Alright. Refresh. Nope. Dot. We'll put an X on in that title, and we'll go, no, it's not made for kids, and we'll save it. Alright, so now let's go to where the video is. Are we public now? Are we public? Alright. This is going to be called The Difference Between a Freedom of Speech Platform and a Non-Freedom of Speech Platform. This is going to be the difference between a platform that's a piece of shit versus a good platform. One that doesn't have a pussy TOS. And you heard me say that right. A pussy TOS. Okay? And how one site believes in the First Amendment, where no matter what you say, is your right to say it. And I've always believed in freedom of speech. But you see, YouTube doesn't believe in freedom of speech, people. It's clear. And we're going to show you the difference between YouTube, a garbage platform, and another platform. Are you ready to see the difference? Are you ready to see the difference? It's night and day, people. Are you ready to see the difference night and day? All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me see if I can move this out of my way now. Why can't I move it out of the way? All right, so we're going to show you a difference between a garbage profile platform where you can't have freedom of speech and a platform where you can have freedom of speech. Are you ready for the difference, people? Are you ready for the fucking difference? Because I'm going to show you the difference. If you're ready for the difference. Okay, so we're going to go to video details on my channel here. Let me see. Video details. We're going to go back to the video details. And we're going to go back to content. Now, this video right here was removed by YouTube because they don't believe in freedom of speech. YouTube doesn't believe in freedom of speech. But we're going to show you the difference, people. We're going to show you the difference. And you're going to say, Emo, what do you mean there's a difference? Oh, yeah, there's a difference. Okay? And just to show what video this is in question, we're going to go over here. And we're going to...
He's going to play the video. Again, he's going to play the video that he got. So he basically just made another video telling us the exact same thing that he told us in the last video. Is that what this is?
Look at it, right? So you see the thumbnail of that bad name So I gotta have the video fucking removed. I had to flag his video because I couldn't handle it because we got such a pussy TOS on YouTube, a real pussy TOS on YouTube. So again, removed. Terms and conditions. That's why the video was removed. Again, we're going to scroll up so everybody can see the thumbnail of the removed video. There's the thumbnail of the removed video. See that shit? See that? Yeah, this video was removed. Yeah. Was removed because YouTube couldn't handle it. See, everything's gray out. You can't change nothing. Was removed. But yeah. Go to Rumble. Monetize. Up for this is the difference between a pussy site and a real site. Monetize, motherfucker. You see that? Monetize. Right there. That's the difference between YouTube and a real video site. That's the difference between North Korea and good old freedom of American speech. Okay? That's the difference. That's the difference. People. Same video. Same thumbnail. Removed from YouTube. Monetized on BitChute. Ain't that monetized on fucking Rumble? Ain't that a hoot? I find it a hoot. I find it absolutely hysterical. This is the difference between freedom of speech and a North Korean site like YouTube. Because YouTube is a dictatorship. You can't say the word suicide. You can't say the word pussy. You can't say the word gun. You can't say the word bomb. Because all that shit will get... You can't make ABDL videos on YouTube without them getting age restricted. But you can on Rumble. Why? Because Rumble is for freedom of speech. Rumble is for the U.S. Constitution. And my freedom of speech to say what I want, when I want, and how I want. Here's the difference, people. Here's the fucking difference. Removed on one platform, banned on one platform, monetized, and approved on another one. How do you like me now, trolls? How do you like me now? The difference between the truth and the pussies on YouTube who can't handle the truth. That's what the difference is. That's what the fucking difference is. Same video, same thumbnail, one's monetized, one's fucking removed. Concert by the band. It was called The Last Waltz because one of the band members got into an accident, right? He couldn't perform anymore on stage. It was the band's farewell concert. So I used the video that anybody can go see, the band, The Last Waltz on Tubi.com right now. And I played that New Year's Eve with me singing along with it. You know that video got banned on YouTube? But it's up on fucking Rumble. My New Year's Eve show's up on Rumble. Didn't get fucking censored. Got fucking censored on YouTube because of their stupid music policies. And YouTube has got a faggoty TOS. They got a stupid TOS. They got a dumb TOS. They got a moronic TOS. But Rumble has the freedom of you want to sing and dance and play music? Go to Rumble and do it. Copyright free. You want to express yourself with the freedom of the First Amendment? Go to Rumble and express yourself without fucking prosecution, without fucking judgment. But come to YouTube. They're going to censor your ass. They're going to block your ass. They're going to fuck with your First Amendment rights. They're going to take it away. And this goes with the other video that I made earlier that's still processing. You want to, you stupid motherfuckers, you want to flag my videos and have my videos down, but every time you motherfuckers flag one of my videos, it goes right up on another fucking platform. And here's the fucking difference between fucking YouTube and fucking Rumble. Right here, black and white, in your fucking face. How do you like me now? Now let's go to yep, it wants to verify I gotta run a VPN because my trolls like to figure out where EMO is, so I wanted to verify.
Anyways, the EMO is shocked that YouTube won't let him play copyrighted content. This is probably why he got the strike. Because obviously he's just showing all it is the Nylons, that song Goodbye. And then it's this thumbnail. The thumbnail, which uses the slur, he just continuously shows and plays parts of the video. Like he's just, and then says, I can't say these words, and then says all the words that he says he can't. Like, this is emo, right? He's an idiot. But let's skip it. I don't want to spend too much more time on emo, but
wanted me to verify that I'm a human, which I am.
Let's do it. Well, barely. All right, let's keep it going.
Difference between Rumble.
I just want to see if there's any rage.
The alternate perspective. For assholes of false perspective. Sub on BitChute and monetize. But yeah, the pussies at YouTube couldn't handle it, and the pussies at YouTube had to take it down. But yet it's up on fucking Rumble and monetized, biatch. How do you like me now? How do you like me now, motherfuckers? How do you like me now? So again, a video that was removed by YouTube. As you can see, same thumbnails. Removed by YouTube. Monetized on Rumble. That's your freedom of speech. Rumble has freedom of speech. YouTube does not. There it is. Prime fucking example.
I mean, I'll give Emo a pass because he's obviously, he was born of a narrow pussy passage. We all know that story, so I'll give him a pass. But I don't think any of these cows really realize what free speech is. It has nothing to do with being able to call someone an F-God on YouTube.
Difference between a garbage platform and a reality platform. The difference between a platform where you can play music and you cannot play music. The difference of a fucking platform where a video gets deleted on YouTube, removed and banned from YouTube, you put it up on BitChute, it gets monetized. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? It's the same fucking video. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's the same fucking form that doesn't give a fuck about your First Amendment rights. Best fucking friends. Every time you get a fucking video removed from YouTube, tell YouTube to go fuck itself tell YouTube to cram their fucking TOS up their fucking ass and upload it to Rumble.
I'm sure they care.
System that can just come in and remove your video and tell you to go fuck yourself. And if you were worthy, get away out on YouTube unless you clean the place up. And I own fucking Dodge. I'm the CEO of fucking Dodge. We're not gonna sell you. We're not gonna let you put any more Dodge commercials on YouTube unless you clean the place out. YouTube sold out to the advertisers. YouTube sold out to fucking greed. That's what they did. They sold us all out, and then they make the fucking TOS where it's harder and harder to purse out shit, harder and harder to get mumbo. Because why? Because YouTube doesn't want my content. They want the billions of dollars to be able to sell you Dodge cars on fucking YouTube. They want the billions of dollars to be able to sell you Pepsi on YouTube. They want the billions of dollars to be able to sell you fucking Poland Spring on YouTube. That's what it's all about. It's all about the money and greed with YouTube. It ain't broadcast yourself anymore. It ain't broadcast yourself anymore. We had decent fucking shit before Google came in and ruined YouTube. At one time, before Gmail and Google bought YouTube, do you realize that YouTube had its own email system in it? Yeah, that's right. I could email Honest Abe. I could email Rebel. I could email Lady Di. I could email Nemesis. I could fucking email Andrew. And all those people used to be who had the ability to be able to, creators were able to email each other if they wanted to collaborate on videos. We're going to make everybody switch over to a goddamn Gmail. And they took the feature away. Yeah, YouTube was a decent site when Chan and Steve ran it. But no. Like I said, Google only cares about the Pepsi commercials. They only care about selling you fucking cars. Poland Spring ads, you will get. So Google sold us all out for fucking money. That's what they did. They sold us all out for fucking money on YouTube. Drama. The garbage website. The cesspool of the internet. South Korean icon back up on YouTube because YouTube don't honor the First Amendment of the United States of America. No, they honor the fucking the do what I say, do what I do mentality of North Korea. That's what YouTube represents. Not a good look, YouTube. Not a good fucking look.
All right, so I think we get the gist. I think we see what Emo's got cooking over in the kitchen there. I think we... all right, let's get back to some classic Vault Von Helton, folks. We're going to take it back. A couple of clips I pulled from the vault that I don't think we've checked out in a long time. First one is a relatively short one. It's back from the Google Plus days. And I think this is part of a stream that went backstage. It went off air and went backstage. And it's about religion, which is kind of boring. But Von Helton's fucking mad. So that's not boring. And then the second clip is going back just a few years. Back to the single wide. Where Von just gets home from court. And he's not allowed to take the stand. And he unfurls a plan, the beginnings of a plan to get back at the Frost. So, let's get into it.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Show it to me in the Mormon Bible, the Lutheran Bible, whatever Bible you got. Show me where the disciples bowed down and worshipped him as God. You'll never find it. You will never find it because it didn't happen. It did not happen.
Really? Can you back that up?
Really, it didn't happen. It really didn't happen. Sorry about your luck.
Vaughn, can you back that up? Can you back up what you said?
Yeah, because it's not in the Bible. It isn't even in the Gnostic Gospel.
Are you saying that?
Listen. I just got done reading the book of Thomas. I just got done reading it. I just got done reading the book of Thomas. Is there anywhere in the book of Thomas where they bowed down and worshiped Jesus? No, it's not in there. Sorry. I read the book of Enoch. Is it anywhere in the book of Enoch where they bowed down and worshiped Jesus? No, it's not. Is it in the Bible? No, it's not.
Hey, Vaughn, do you know what Emmanuel means? Hey, Vaughn, do you know what Emmanuel means?
Hey.
Can I hop in?
Go ahead.
Hey, do you know what Emmanuel means?
We've dropped off air, so we should probably head over to my room if we want to be live. I put a link to my Hangout in the sidebar text chat. So.
All right, Nadia, don't be trying to mute people and all that because you don't agree with them.
I don't know why Mr. Vaughn is so upset all of a sudden. You know, it's like seeing some demon coming out of him.
Now you're getting it. You wanted confrontation. Now you're getting it.
Boy, I just asked you what
you wanted confrontation. No, you kept asking me the same damn question over and over. That's what you did.
So back up your claim that Christ is not God.
Oh my God, dude.
Really?
Like I said, show me anywhere in the Gnostic Gospels or in the Bible itself where the disciples bowed down and worshipped him as a god. Show it to me.
Why do you have to like bow down anyway?
You're the one claiming he's God, not me, bro. I'm not claiming he's God. I'm claiming that he said, look to the Father, look to the Father, look to the Father. Every time he opened his mouth, he said, look to the Father. He never once said, bow down and worship me. Not one time. Not once.
James, can I ask you, would you say Jesus was an avatar? Would that perhaps fit your view?
Here's what Jesus is. Jesus is a reflection of what we can become if we're faithful to the gods. That's what Jesus is. Jesus is the embodiment of the power of God flowing through man. He succeeded where many other prophets had failed. And he is an embodiment of the power of God within us. And Jesus even said out of his own mouth, when I come back, you will be like me. Well, now, wait a minute. If Jesus is God, does that mean I'm going to be a God too? Because that's what he said. He said when he comes back, we're going to be like him. No, it doesn't mean we're going to be gods, little g. We're not going to be gods. Okay, we're not going to be gods. That would be blasphemy. Yeah. What does it mean? It means the power of God flowing through us. Unadulterated power of God flowing through us to those who believe and will not falter. That's what it means. It doesn't mean to become a god. It doesn't mean that we're all going to be playing harps. It doesn't mean any crap like that. It means the unadulterated power of God, the unlimited power of God flowing through mankind. That's what it means.
But James, do you believe in the resurrection?
I believe that Jesus Christ is Messiah, if that's what you're asking, yes.
No, the resurrection.
No, I do not. You don't have to be the deity to be a Messiah. You are the embodiment of the power of God on earth. But that doesn't necessarily mean... Listen, sir, would you agree with me that the Jews know more Hebrew than you and I do? Would you agree with me on that? Okay, the Jews know their own language. They know what Hebrew means. They know what Hebrew interprets. Okay, they're not believing that Christ is deity either.
One, yeehaw! The little red sign says,
"Here we go, folks.
We are live, and it is so." All the way.
We're gonna stretch this out. We're almost at. This will almost give us 3 hours. So we're getting closer than I thought. They've had some extra emo content in there, folks. If you're just joining, stick around. We got Vaughn. We're stepping back in time to Vaughn thought he had it bad here. I bet he would trade anything to be back here right now. But he had just got home from court. He's a little upset. Let's get in the zone, folks.
You have a little blue circle thing there. The reason I'm going to do this live here right quick is because of the fact that I was not allowed to take the stand in my guardianship case, a case that I brought to the court, by the way, a case where I paid the $550, a case where James Arnold Frost and Stella House, a corrupt attorney, literally shoved their noses into my personal business that they had absolutely no business being in. A guardianship case, folks, is between you and your parent, okay, significant other, whatever. People should not have a right to intervene, but they intervened anyway, making all kinds of lies, saying that I had stolen my mother's money, saying that I had, was abusive to her, and all this bullshit. None of which is true, because it's my fucking money. See, a lot of people have a fucking saint. James Arnold Frost is a fucking saint, and oh, I'm just holding her money for her because I care so much about her. Well, first of all, James Arnold Frost, Larry Frost, Ronnie Ray Frost, Marcia Frost, and Millie Frost aren't even blood to my mother. Alright? They're not blood to my mother. They are distant relatives, if they're anything at all. Okay? They're not blood. Okay? That's number one. Number two. Okay, they shouldn't have been allowed to intervene in my personal guardianship case of my mother in the first place. The judge should have told them to get the fuck out of the courtroom, but she didn't. Why? Because James Arnold Frost had paid her to go his way. Now the irony is he paid her with my inheritance money. It's my money. Okay, even if we don't go to the 2006 thing, it's still my fucking money because it's my inheritance money. It's money I have to live on after my mother passes. Well, guess who's got the money? James Arnold motherfucking Frost has got my goddamn money, and he's spending it like water. Got Thumper over here with brand new farm equipment. Gee, I wonder how he got all that hundreds of thousands of dollars of farm equipment on a fucking principal's salary? Could it be because James Arnold Frost paid his fucking ass in farm equipment to get my kids taken away for a fucking year? Yeah, that's exactly what fucking happened. And that's exactly why I got my goddamn kids back when I went to court the other day. Okay? This bullshit's got to stop. And I want my fucking $6.5 million back, too. I want my money back. Every penny of it. It does not belong to James. Even if you make the stretch that James Arnold Frost is blood to my mother, he still doesn't qualify. You have to be immediate family. Is James Arnold Frost immediate family to my mother? Fuck no, he ain't. He's from a half-brother twice removed. He's not even family. Not immediate family, no. No fucking way. So according to Kentucky law, he has no business with any of my mother's shit anyway. Larry Frost is driving around in my dad's truck, a truck that was supposed to come to me when my mother relinquished her power of attorney over my daddy's affairs. See, when my father died, my mom was power of attorney over his affairs. Well, when that ended, dad's stuff should have come to me. That's Kentucky law. Oh, wait, it didn't. In fact, mom sold dad's house, mom sold dad's truck, mom sold dad's cars, mom got rid of dad's CB equipment. All that stuff should have come to me. I'm the blood heir. I am the heir of my father's stuff. According to Kentucky law. Well, see, it never happened. That shit never got to happen. And mom illegally sold my daddy's truck, or gave it to him, which is even worse, to Larry Frost. So what kind of condition is the truck in today? Barely running. Sounds like it's about ready to collapse into a big heap of pieces in any minute. It hasn't been taken care of at all. Not at all. Because Larry knew it wasn't his, and he knew he had no right to it. So that's why he never maintained it. That's why he never took care of it. Because he knew it wasn't his to begin with. He knew he had no right to that truck. Anybody that's got two brain cells to rub together can go online, can go to ky.gov, which is Kentucky government's official website. You can go to ky.gov, and you can find out all this fucking information for yourself. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. Okay? So, James Arnold Frost, when he went into my mother's house, got into her closet and stole all of that money out of that closet, that was my money. Now you say, well, Vaughn, how can that be? Well, here's how it happened, all right? There was two piles, all right? There was Dad's pile, there was Mom's pile. And the reason there was two piles is because my mom and Dad had gotten an amicable divorce. I still don't understand why, and I'll tell you, I believe Jim Frost is at the base of that shit too. But anyway, they had two piles, right? Okay, Mom was power of attorney over Dad's pile if Dad died, and Dad would be power of attorney over Mom's pile if Mom died. All well and good, right? Okay, well, there's one problem. The problem is that during the course of that time, Mom and Dad went to Clay M's office and made it all one big pile. Okay? So, when Mom relinquished her power of attorney over supposedly Daddy's pile, she inadvertently relinquished power of attorney over everything. And I mean everything. Houses, cars, property, whatever. You know, everything. Money, all of it. Okay, so as of 2006, I am literally the owner of everything. So Larry is riding around in a stolen truck right now. Literally. He literally is, because it's a violation of Kentucky state law for Mom to have given it to him in the first place. Literally. Okay, so for all these years, from 2006 right on up until now, Larry has been driving around in a stolen vehicle. For real. Absolutely. All right, so everything is mine as of 2006. Now you say, well, Vaughn, surely the courthouse notified you back in 2006 when Mom relinquished power of attorney over your daddy's affairs, because obviously it became your stuff as of 2006. Yes, that's true. And you know what? Court never told me shit. Who got the court to be silent on that? That's a good question, isn't it? Because it sure as hell wasn't me. I should have been notified, right? When Mom relinquished power of attorney and all of my daddy's stuff become mine, I should have been notified of that. Nobody told me shit. Nobody told me a damn thing. Not one fucking thing was I told. All right? So, that's where we're at right now. So, James Arnold Frost, right here on Facebook, went into my mother's house, stole $2.5 million out of my mother's closet. He then illegally elicited power of attorney over my mother and went to her bank account and cleaned out her checking, her savings, and her safety deposit box. Now, he was nice enough to leave a pile of silver dollars. I guess because he couldn't fence them. I don't know. But he did leave the stack of silver dollars in her safety deposit box. But her jewelry out of her safety deposit box is gone. Vast majority of the money out of the safety deposit box is gone. Her checking account was cleaned out. Her savings account was cleaned out. He did leave $20,000 in the checking account. And I think the reason he did that was so that the bank wouldn't fry his ass. Because if he'd have cleaned her out completely, that would have been a red flag. So he didn't do that. He did leave $20,000. Of course, when you're paying taxes, how much is $20,000, folks? Yeah, it's not very much, is it? Okay, so by the time I paid the bills, paid taxes, repaired some stuff, took care of some, stuff around the house, it's all gone. Just that quick. Didn't take long at all. In fact, I didn't have enough to cover everything because the Frosts and the Combses intervened again. The Combses actually come and grabbed my mother, took her to the bank, and closed down my joint account with my mother to pay the bills. And did it in the auspices of me stealing my mother's money, allegedly. Now, here's the fun part about it. I wasn't the one who created that account. That was the bank manager who created that account. So when the Combses went and had Mom close that account, they violated my rights. I should have been notified when that account was closed. I was a joint party on that account. I should have been notified. Was I notified? Oh, no, I was not notified. Was I? No. Okay, so yeah, totally illegal. Totally illegal. All right, so we got the Combses trying to get... Now, here's what the Combses did. When they got her to close that account, they had a new account opened up in Ron Combs' name and was going to put Mom's SSI money in Ron Combs' account. Well, what is that? That's theft. That's what that is. That is theft. In fact, it's grand theft, which is a felony. All right? When Jim Frost went and stole that money out of my mother's closet. Oh, I'm just keeping it for safekeeping. Well, I'm sorry, but it wasn't his money. As of 2006, that was my money he stole. And when he went and got that money out of that checking account and savings account and safety deposit box, that was all my money.
All right.
Now, Mom's money still exists.
I just want to stop here. I want to take a little detour. So, as you probably heard a couple clips there. I was going through Von's YouTube, and on his Going Dark video, he has been posting. So I just wanted to share. I know it's kind of hard on your inferior Chinese cell phones to see this. Vaughn, did you finally leave with the ET? So that's 8 days ago. And he answered a day ago. Did a song about that. Take Me Away. And he hearted his own comment. A day ago. 2 days ago, I'm Alive. Right there, you twat. I think it says. Okay. And he hearted his own comment. Now, initially, this is 3 weeks ago. Going dark for how long? 7 to 10 days, maybe more. So, take that. A day ago. Yo, Vaughn, just let me know you're still alive. He responded, bite me. It's kind of weird, but I'm just reading through here. So he's been active up to like a day ago on the internet. Someone was making a joke, maybe that's when he gets his hour outside or something. I don't know. I almost think, I mean, it's speculation. I've heard some people mention some things about, there's some comments saying that he's in a nursing home or some bull. I have no idea. But it could be possible that either someone from the internet that watches him, or maybe it's that girl he claims to be a relative, whoever the fuck she is, took mercy on him, if she's real. I have no idea if she's real or not. But assuming that she is, maybe someone made him a deal and just said, look, I'll give you a bed to sleep in for a couple months, but you got to get your shit together, and you can't be on the internet. You got to be actually proactive. I'll help you. Now, that doesn't mean that won't turn into a spectacular fail, because I'm sure if that's the case, it will. But that could be. It could be, folks. It could be. So it might be a month or so, or whoever knows, until we get some Vaughn again. But he will be back. He will be back, and he is active. He is reading the comments. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Anyways, I just wanted to break it up a little bit. Here, folks. So, anyways, let's get back into the swing of things here, folks.
Yes, that's the SSI money, but we crooked judge that Jim Frost paid, who went and gave all the money to Larry Frost. A convicted felon, is he? Oh, yeah, he is. Well, gee, Vaughn, can convicted felons be bonded and insured? No, they cannot. Not according to the state of Kentucky. So right now, as we speak, Larry Frost is illegally in possession of my mother's SSI money with the assistance of a crooked judge who was paid off by James Arnold Frost. Literally. Literally, folks. Literally. I know some of you are saying, my God, this sounds like a damn spy novel. Well, you know what? Too bad, so sad. That's exactly what happened. Now, gee, Vaughn, why are they doing all this? Because they want this property. This property is valued at millions of dollars, folks. And they want this property. And I'm in the way. That's why they got Thumper and the school nurse to take my kids away, in the hopes that it would make me angry and get me to leave the property. Because if I leave the property, they can claim it by forfeiture. Okay? They can claim the property by forfeiture if they can force me off of it. Well, I'm not budging. I'm not going any fucking where. And I'll tell you something else, too. I better get all $6.5 million of my fucking money. Every goddamn penny of it. Because the gods I serve don't fuck around. They will mess you up. So, I want my fucking money. Because if I don't sue you, the gods will definitely take care of you. That's for damn sure. I think we've already seen that with Jennifer Souls, my sister, and a few other assholes who thought they could take on these gods of creation and win. Yeah, no, you don't win. You don't win against gods of creation. Okay, you just don't do that. But anyways, so that's where we're at. I was rather upset that my attorney would not allow me to get on the witness stand and testify. Obviously, my attorney did not want this information to get out to the general public. that James Arnold Frost is literally committing grand theft by stealing my money. He's then passing it out to lawyers, judges, police officers, anybody he can pay off to keep him from going to federal prison. Well, I took the liberty of sending an email with all of this credible information to the governor's office. All right. In fact, this is my second email I've sent to the governor's office, describing to them in minute detail every fucking thing that the Frosts and the Combs have done to my mother, to myself, and to my children. Let's not forget, folks, that it was James Arnold Frost that went into my mother's house, sat down on her couch, looked her right in the eye, and said, call the cops and have Andrea kicked off the property. Had I known that the property was mine as of 2006, I could have told Jim Frost to get the fuck off my property and get out of my house. But I didn't know that at the time, see? So he tells Mom, said, yeah, kick Andrea off the property, she's breaking the law. So Mom calls the sheriff, deputy sheriff comes out, deputy sheriff's out there, and he's like, what seems to be the trouble? Well, I want her off the property. So the deputy sheriff goes into his cruiser, looks on his computer and says, ma'am, she ain't committed no crimes. And at that point, Mom becomes totally belligerent, totally possessed by demons. Literally possessed by demons, folks. Her eyes were literally blood red. She was screaming at the top, I want her off the property, screaming at the top of her fucking lungs. I know they heard her all the way down to Rock Castle Church. I know they fucking did. Screaming at this deputy. I felt sorry for the deputy sheriff. Because he's like, ma'am, she's done nothing wrong. She hasn't broken any laws. I want her off the property now. Well, who put that in her head? James Arnold Frost. I was sitting there when he told her. I was sitting there when he told her to get the phone and call the sheriff on Andrea. Andrea hadn't broken no laws. Andrea hadn't done anything wrong. So why did Jim Frost want to bust up my marriage? Because it would be easier to get me off the property that way. That's why. It'd be a lot easier to get me off the property. See, they can't get me off the property unless they either force me off or unless they can find me guilty of some kind of major felony. Well, I don't break the law, so, they're trying to force me off the property, right? Because, see, if I leave the property, they can take it by forfeiture, okay? And I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just not going to fucking let that happen. And I want every dime of my $6.5 million back, every penny of it. Oh, and by the way, James Arnold Frost had one of his boys come down. While I was over at Mom's, I accidentally left my door unlocked, and James Frost sent one of his boys down here to steal the guns out of my house. The fucking trolls on the internet were sitting there saying, we're going to get your guns taken away. We're going to get your guns taken away. And I actually argued with the trolls. I said, you can't. The police won't take my guns. My guns are heirlooms. They can't take my guns away. Well, they weren't talking about the police. They were talking about getting Jim Frost's boys to come into my house and steal my fucking guns right out of my house. How do I know it's Jim Frost? Because they left the fucking government papers in their place. What common criminal does that? No. Common criminals don't do that. Okay, so it was Jim Frost's boys that did it. No question about it. Well, Vaughn, surely Manchester Police or Clay County Sheriff's Office or Kentucky State Police would go down there and arrest these motherfuckers and put them in jail until they go to court. No, I called all three. None of them, they're all hiding under their desk. Apparently an elderly man and two boys is too much for the great state of Kentucky's police department to handle, apparently. Apparently they can't do it. I mean, I called them, I said, hey man, they got my guns. Go get my guns back. They're family heirlooms. They don't have a right to them. Never even bothered to send a cruiser down. I watched all my cameras. There wasn't no cruiser go down Crane Creek. There wasn't no cruiser go down Crane Creek at all. All right. So apparently Kentucky State Police are scared shitless of an elderly man and two boys. I mean, what else am I to assume, right? So, yeah. But that's where we're at. That's exactly where we're at. And it's a shame that my attorney wouldn't allow me to testify in court. So that's why I'm testifying here now. Is because my attorney absolutely boloed that fucking court case. When that judge got up and gave Larry Frost, a convicted felon, my mother's money, my attorney should have got up off his ass and objected, saying that a felon cannot be bonded and insured, which is the truth. A felon cannot be bonded and insured. Not in the state of Kentucky. I don't give a fuck about other states. But in the state of Kentucky, a convicted felon cannot be bonded and insured. Okay, he should not have been given my mother's money. Period. End of story. Okay. And you can't give it to the state, because if you give it to the state, then they'll want to institutionalize mom, and that's a bad thing. It should have come to me. I'm the blood heir. And the bank was who put me in charge of the money anyway. Let's remember, folks, the bank and me, the bank manager and me, have been working together on this matter from day one. Now, why is that? Well, let's back up the train a little bit. Years ago, something spoke to me, said, get one of mom's bank statements. I grabbed one of mom's bank statements and I looked at it. There's a whole bunch of numbers down at the bottom of her bank statement. I'm like, that's peculiar, because I didn't have that on mine. So I went online and put one of them numbers. Those are bank account numbers. What they were doing, they were siphoning off mom's money out of her account a little at a time. $10 here, $5 there, $20 there. And it was small enough amounts to where that it didn't catch the bank. When the bank manager saw that, her eyes got as big as
if I remember correctly, this whole story about these like bank accounts came out after the fact that Von Helton was skimming out of his mother's account. And remember, he was getting the parcels like just the year before when he had the short hair. He buzzed his hair down and he grew it back out here. He was getting like the parcels, the Hot Wheels, all that stuff. That's when he had access. Those are his online purchases, folks, that he was making through his mom's account. He was ordering shit on Amazon and stuff like almost daily. But, you know.
13 accounts. 13 accounts were attached to my mother's checking and savings account. 13. And they were siphoning off a little at a time. $10 here, $5 there, $20 here, 15 there. And that's when the bank manager said, tell me if you're qualified to handle money. I said, ma'am, I took business administration in school. I took real estate law in school. I took broadcasting arts in school. I mean, you know, I'm not no dummy. I mean, I can handle mom's affairs just fine.
But no actual experience is what he's trying to say. He listed everything that has nothing to do with the question, right? But do you have any actual experience handling money, Mr. Helton? That I think was the question.
Like, okay, you're in charge. And so from that point right on up till today, me and the bank manager have been handling mom's affairs. That's when the Combses and the Frosses jumped in, because they wanted mom's money. And so they jumped in and had this little scheme where James Frost would take my inheritance money, pay off the district judge to give the money to Larry, which is exactly what fucking happened. Larry Frost right now is illegally in possession of my mother's SSI money. Just because the judge give it to him doesn't make it legal, folks. It doesn't. Kentucky law is very clear. A convicted felon cannot be bonded or insured. Period. All right? So is Larry legally allowed to have my mother's SSI money? No. No. I don't give a damn if 100 judges give it to him. He's not allowed to have it. Period. End of story. Larry Frost right now is in violation of Kentucky state law. Well, Bond, surely the police would arrest him. No, police ain't going to do shit. I done called them. I've called the police on every one of these things. These guys have committed so many fucking felonies, folks, that it defies description how many felonies these motherfuckers. Larry put a goddamn camera in my mother's house and was illegally recording me and my mother's conversations. Well, that right there is a violation of wiretapping laws. Look it up, folks. I mean, you got internet. Look up wiretapping laws on the internet. He ain't allowed to record me. He ain't allowed to record my conversation with my mother. Fuck no. But he put a camera in there, hidden camera in there, and recorded me and my mother's conversations. Okay, that right there is a violation of wiretapping laws. It's a violation of my privacy laws. Well, surely, Bond, the police come out and remove the camera. They ain't removed it yet, but I'm going to get them to. I'm going to get the sheriff to remove it because it's a violation of my rights. You know, well, Bond, what if Alice let him do it? It doesn't matter what Alice lets him do. He does not have the legal right to record me. He does not. No, he fucking doesn't. Like I said, look up wiretapping laws. He ain't got no right to record me. Fuck no. And I will get it removed. If I have to get the goddamn governor down here to remove it, I'll get it fucking removed because that's a violation of my rights. Well, Bond, surely your attorney is going to defend your rights. No, actually, my attorney ain't done jack shit. I told my attorney about the fucking hidden camera months ago. Actually, a year ago, in fact. And he did nothing. He did nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I think I need to get another attorney. Well, Vaughn, how did you come about this attorney? I come about this attorney through Sarah Combs. So I think it's pretty obvious that he's not interested in defending me at all. It was all bullshit. It was all a setup. All right. Because I mean, you know, you don't sit there and lose 3 court cases in a row to the Frosts and the Combses. And then I tell him, I said, you're an officer of the court. You can order the police to make an arrest, and they have to do so. Well, has he done that? No. Is he going to do it? Fuck no. Because he works for Sarah Combs. He doesn't work for me at all. Okay, and that's the sad part about it. The attorney I thought I had, I never fucking had. Okay, he doesn't work for me. Because if he worked for me, Larry Frost, Jim Frost's 2 boys, Jeff and Junior, Ronnie Ray Frost, Millie Frost, and Marcia Frost, they'd all be in jail right now, and so would the Combses. Ray and Sarah Combs, Ron and Sarah Combs, they'd all be in jail right now. Every damn one of them. If I had an attorney that genuinely defended his client, these people would all be in prison right now pending trial. And they're not. Not a one of them. Not a fucking one of them. Even though he told me that he would throw them in jail. He hasn't done it. And he isn't going to do it. Because he doesn't work for me. He works for Ron Combs. He represents me in court, but that's not the same thing as working for me. And I tried to explain this to my mother. My mother had a court-appointed attorney. Okay? A court-appointed attorney represents you. They do not work for you. Do you understand the difference? Because the difference is extremely important. Okay? It is extremely important that you get this difference. An attorney that is representing you in court is not necessarily working for you. In order for them to work for you, you got to be paying their bills. If Clay County is paying their bills, they don't work for you. They work for Clay County. And they're going to work in Clay County's best interest, not your best interest. They will represent you in court, but they're not working in your best interest. They're working in the best interest of whoever pays their checks. That's who they work for. They don't work for you. Okay? The only time an attorney works for you is if you are paying them, not somebody else. Okay? That's very important to understand. Because up until this point, Mom has not had an attorney that actually represents her. She has had a court-appointed attorney. And that court-appointed attorney is going to do whatever Clay County tells them to do. Period. Because that's who pays their checks. Okay? You understand the difference? It's one thing to be represented. It's another thing to work for somebody. Okay? They're 2 different animals. That's why it's important to make sure you are the one paying that attorney and not Clay County or not the opposition. Okay? It's very critically important to understand the difference between those 2 things. Anywho. So anyway, on we go with this just unbelievable fiasco of bullshit perpetrated by the Frosts and the Combses for the purpose of trying to get my property. Like I said, this property is valued at millions of dollars. They want the property bad. The property might even have oil on it. So there's another wrench to throw in the mix. And so they're wanting the property bad, and I'm not moving because, A, I'm executor of the estate, number 1. Number 2, I'm the blood heir of the estate.
Just keep that in mind. It was worth back. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how these claims age. Because he says that the property is worth millions of dollars, potentially, folks, having oil on it. And what did he get again? How did Vaughn make out of this whole deal when he finally got the property? How did this work out for Vaughn?
And number 3, I am a stick in the mud, and I'm not going any fucking where. And they will give me back my $6.5 million, or I will have them thrown in prison. Now you say, well, Vaughn, if your attorney's not going to help you, what are you going to do? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the U.S. Marshal's office. Like I said, I've already sent off a second email to the governor's office. And then I will contact the U.S. Marshal's office, and I'll start making arrests. Those arrests will begin immediately as soon as I get a yay or nay from the U.S. Marshal's office. I will begin arresting these fuckers and throwing them in prison where they belong. I would like to sue them, but I don't currently have an attorney that's on my side. So what I'm going to need to do is get me another attorney that will actually defend me and sue the fuck out of these son of bitches and then throw them in prison. But either way, they're going to jail. Whether they like it or not, they're going to jail. they've committed, like I said, we're talking numerous felonies here. Numerous felonies, all right? Elder abuse, child abuse, neglect, grand theft, terroristic threatening. I mean, Larry Frost gets on the internet and threatens me with bodily harm. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times, but 4 times. Where in the fuck is my attorney at? Why hasn't he had him arrested for terroristic threatening? Oh, because he ain't going to. Because my attorney don't work for me. He works for Sarah Combs. So I got to get an attorney that will throw Larry in jail. And but that's going to be easily done, because I've still got some of Daddy's money left, and I will take that money and hire me an attorney who will throw his fat ass in prison and let him rot there. And by the way, Larry's on record saying that he don't mind going back to prison. He's already on record saying that. So no big deal there. But yeah, folks, that's where we are. And the reason I'm doing, like I said, the reason I'm doing this is because my attorney would not let me testify in my own goddamn guardian case. Okay? Larry gets up on that stage, in that booth, and lies and tells that court that all I gave my mother was bologna sandwiches and TV dinners. He actually said that shit. He's on record saying that I've abused my children. He's on record saying I've abused my mother, neither of which is true. In fact, elder abuse has been caused by the Frosts and the Combs so many times that I've literally lost count. Now you say, well, Vaughn, what have they done? Psychological warfare, for one thing. Psychological abuse is absolutely elder abuse. Getting my mother to cry because she can't see her fucking grandkids. You don't think that's elder abuse? Fuck yeah, it is. Look it up. That's elder abuse. That's elder abuse. And the fact that they manipulated Mom into kicking Andrea off the property in the first place. And what happened to Andrea when she got kicked off the property? Oh, she got raped, didn't she? Yeah, she did. She got raped on a Greyhound bus. Jim Frost is responsible for my wife being raped. Remember, folks, she was still my wife at the time. We hadn't been divorced yet. So he literally got my wife raped. He got her kicked off the property, number one. And number two, he got her raped on a Greyhound bus. And you say, well, Vaughn, how do you know all this? Because the trolls emailed me, sent me an email. Said, we're going to get your wife raped. They knew they had this shit all planned out in advance. This is all planned out in advance, man. When somebody stands in your backyard and raises their arms out like this and says, this is all going to be mine, you better take them fucking serious. You better take them serious, because they're not bluffing. And I knew he wasn't bluffing. I knew he wasn't bluffing. And from that time until now, everything that's been done. James Arnold Frost had Junior, one of his boys, come into Mom's house and pilfer through Mom's purse and take her driver's license, social security card away from her. Now, why would they do that? They did that so that I couldn't grab Mom and go back and fix everything that they messed up. That's exactly why they took it. And they've got it to this very day. Now, does Larry know that? Fuck yeah, he does. But he's not going to say shit. Are you, Larry? No, you aren't, are you? He can go to say shit. But yeah, I caught Junior in Mom's purse. I'm like, what the fuck you doing in my mom's purse? He said, oh, I got her permission. Yeah, in a pig's eye. Even Mom says he didn't have no permission to be in her purse. Okay? And what did he take? He took her driver's license, social security card. That's exactly what he took. And then Larry gets on the fucking internet and tries to claim that I took the shit. Right. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. What a bunch of shit. But anyway, that's where we're at, folks. And like I said, I'm doing this because I wasn't allowed to testify in my own goddamn guardianship. I am to be the sole guardian of my mother's affairs. The Frosts, remember, the Frosts are not my mother's blood. They're not even close relatives. They're distant relatives way out there on the edge of a limb somewhere. They're not close relatives. They're not blood. They're not anything to my mother, really. I mean, I got all these Heltons running around down here. Am I related to any of them? No, not that I'm aware of. I mean, I guess somewhere in perpetuity, I guess I am. But am I anywhere near? Could I even consider them family? No. They got the same last name as me, but I don't know these people from Adam, and they ever one called a Helton. Just because somebody has your last name does not mean they're family, folks. It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, look how big the Smith family is. I mean, the Smith family literally goes from sea to sea, man. All across the United States. Are all the Smiths related? Who's to say? But I can tell you right now, all these Heltons down here, I'm not related to them. Not that I'm aware of. Okay? So just because they've got my mom's maiden name doesn't mean they're related to her. That doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean a damn thing. Okay? But that's where we're at. So I've got to call the U.S. Marshal's office. Like I said, I've just sent off a second email to the governor's office, asking them for information on what to do. Because, like I said, I can't get no help from the Kentucky State Police, Clay County Sheriff's Office, or Manchester Police. Can't get no help from none of them. They refuse to arrest the Frosts or the Combses, either one. They refuse to arrest them. All right, so they've either been bought off or they just don't give a shit. One or the other. Take your pick. It doesn't matter which. It's still dereliction of duty, no matter how you spin it, right? Yeah, absolutely. It's dereliction of duty, no matter how you spin it. And everyone responsible should lose their badges. Every goddamn one of them. They should all lose their badges. But yeah, I'm rather upset that my attorney is not actually in my court, even though he claims to be. He claims to be in my court, but we've lost 3 court cases now to the Frosts and the Combses. That's pretty fucking sad. That's not, you know, that's not instilling any confidence in me, right? And like I said, I mean, he's an officer of the court. He can order the police to make the fucking arrest. But he refuses to do so. He refuses to do so. He's an officer of the court. The police have to obey him. If my attorney calls them up on the phone and says, hey, I want the Frosts and the Combses arrested, the police have to do it. He is an officer of the court. They have to obey. My attorney ain't done shit. He's done nothing. Even though he promised me he would. He's done nothing. So I have to assume that he's not going to. Plain and simple. So that's where we're at. But I thought I'd get on here and give my 2 cents, my 5 pfennig, because I never got to testify in my own damn guardian case that I plunked down $550 for, by the way. I ought to ask for a damn reimbursement. Waste of fucking money. Total waste of fucking money. But hey, how was I to know that James Frost would take my inheritance money and pay off a judge, right? I mean, I couldn't have known that. There's no way I could have fucking known that shit. So it's not technically my fault. But I should have anticipated the unexpected, but I didn't. So, I don't know. But anyway, I want to document my side of the story because you won't hear my side of the story in the actual court documents because I wasn't allowed to testify. Not at all. I wasn't allowed to give myself. Oh, and by the way, I tried to call the special prosecutor 3 fucking times. Yeah, I got blown off. I got blown off 3 times. Tried to contact him 3 fucking times. What's that all about, Alfie? Maybe I need to send the U.S. Marshals down to his office and find out why the fuck he ain't got none of my messages. Think I need to do that? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Because he ain't got a single one of my fucking messages. Not one. Not one. Gee, what's up with that, guys? Anyway, I just thought I would document the absolute bullshit that's been going on so everybody's up to speed. But don't worry, I'll get the Frost and the Combs thrown in prison and hopefully get a lawsuit started against them. But if nothing else, I'll at least get them thrown in jail for what they've done to my mother. Totally manipulated my mother for years. It's entirely possible, now I'm not 100% sure on this, but it's entirely possible that James Arnold Frost also was the one who convinced my mother not to keep her agreement with me to pay off the student loans when I took back my furniture. What's that all about? Okay, me and my mother had a verbal agreement. Alright, I would take back $12,000 worth of furniture. She would pay off the $8,000 student loans that I had at the time, and we'd call it even. I said, that's the agreement. We shook hands on it. We agreed to it. Yada, yada. All right. I took back the furniture. I took back every bit of it. All right. I'm literally sitting in my apartment on Sherman Avenue with no
So what's interesting about this, and I've always brought it up every time he brings this up, is this isn't really a deal. It isn't like, well, you owe me this, you owe me that, you do that, and then I'll do this and we call it even. He owed $2,000. He put this furniture, whatever it may have been, I don't know what, the $12,000 in furniture for Von Helton seems a little extreme, especially back in like 1980 fucking 2 or whatever it was. But that aside, let's say that's the case. He put that in his mother's name. And then he also owed $8,000 for college. So Von was $12,000 that he owed. It wasn't a deal. She told him, take back that fucking furniture. I'm not paying for it. I know he probably never had $8,000. Von Helton, the world owes him fucking $80 trillion, right? I'm just going, even with his fucking numbers, right? That's still his debt. It's not like we agreed to a deal, you owe me this. I did my part. Like, yeah, I'll take the furniture back if you pay my college loans. She's still on the hook. She's still fucked. And Von's out nothing. That's the deal.
Furniture. Literally. I'm literally sitting on the floor. All right. Took all my furniture back. Okay. Because I thought my mother would keep her agreement and pay off the student loans and we'd call it even. Okay. Because at the time the student loans were only $8,000. The furniture was $12,000. It was more than the student loans were. I should have never agreed. I should have paid off the student loans and just kept the furniture. But anyway, the point is, though, is that we had an agreement.
Wait.
All right.
And kept the furniture, and who would have paid that? See what I mean? I should have just paid off the student loans and just let my mom rot for the $12,000 on furniture I bought on her name. Would have been a better deal for him. He still didn't pay anything. He get back the furniture. But if you believe any of this story, mind you, right?
Right. And it is entirely possible. There's about a 90% chance that James Arnold Frost was the one that manipulated my mother into doing that too. Now that one is painful because that means that sword of Damocles has been hanging over my head all this time. Them student loans have been hanging over my head all this time, and it was James Arnold Frost's fault. Now, you say, well, why do you think it's James Arnold Frost? Because it couldn't have been Omer Frost. Omer and Irene were dead. Omer and Irene were dead. It couldn't have been Omer and Irene, and I don't think Omer and Irene would have done such a thing. I don't believe they would. I don't believe Omer and Irene would have done such a thing. Okay, so is it James Frost? Yeah, there's about a 90% chance that it is. And if it's true that motherfucker is the one that's put me in debt all this time, then the gods probably will be taking his ass out of this world. Because you just don't do that, man. You just don't do that shit to somebody. My entire life ruined because of one fucker on the planet. One. James Arnold Frost. The same man who right now as we speak is spending my inheritance money like fucking water. And he has absolutely no legal right to do so. Larry Frost has no legal right to be having my mother's SSI money right now either. Isn't it funny that the Frosts and the Combs will get on this very platform, Facebook, and tell everybody to their face that I've been the one stealing my mother's money, but yet I don't have a single dime of my mother's money? Gee, how does that work, guys? How does that fucking work? How can I steal money that I'm not in possession of? Duh! I say, well, Bon, how did they do this? They literally come to the house, grabbed Mom, and took her up to fucking Corbin. They literally come to the house, grabbed my mother, took her up to Corbin, and got it switched to that fucking green card, Direct Express. And so every government check she gets, every stimulus check she gets, her SSI, everything my mother gets comes on that damn green card. Every single penny. And Larry Frost not only has the card, he has the PIN number too, because he was the one who took her up there to get it. But yet he's going to get on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else saying that I'm stealing my mother's money. No, folks, there's somebody stealing Mom's money, all right, but it sure as fuck ain't me because I don't have it. I don't have my mother's money. I don't have, the only money I have is my daddy's money. And thank God I have some of it. And I don't even have much of it. But I got enough. I got enough to get another attorney. That's for sure. But we're going to get this. We're going to get this resolved. And then as soon as I'm done putting the locals in jail, guess who I'm coming after next, trolls? Watch it happen. Everything I've told you up to this point has come to pass, has it not? Yes, it has. So now you can sit back and laugh all you want. But as soon as I'm done with the Frosts and the Combses, you motherfuckers on the internet are next. You destroyed a young girl's life. Andrea had her whole life ahead of her. And you destroyed it based on a fucking troll in Alabama by the name of, what in the fuck was her name? Let me see what her name was. I forgot her fucking name. I got her paperwork in here. Well, it's buried in there, but I got it in there. I forget her name. I think it started with an S. But all this bullshit about Andrea being a mental patient and Andrea this and Andrea that, that was all started by one of her haters down in Alabama. I've got the hater's name. I've got the hater's address. I've got the hater's phone number. It was all started by a fucking hater. Now, Andrea was living with her grandma. She did live a sheltered life. Her grandma wouldn't let her out. And so as a result, Andrea was very eccentric. But was Andrea a mental patient at the time, or taking medication, or any of this other bullshit that's being sprouted? No. It all comes from one of her haters down in Alabama. Okay? Had nothing to do with reality at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay? It was totally based on fucking lies. So my marriage was destroyed based on lies. Totally and completely. My marriage was destroyed, and I tried 5 fucking times to save my marriage, folks. I am on record. Okay, so nobody can come to me and say, well, you never tried to save your marriage. Fuck, I didn't. I tried 5 times. But the trolls on the internet, the Frosts and the Combses all intervened and prevented me from doing so. Simple as that. And never forget, folks, it was James Arnold Frost that come into my mom's house, sat down on that couch, turned to her, and told her to pick up that phone and call the sheriff and have Andrea removed from the property. And she did nothing wrong. She never broke no laws. We had just come back from court, so I know we hadn't broke no laws. Okay, because if we had broke the law, they'd arrested us right there in the courtroom. Hello? No, we hadn't broke any laws. There was no laws broken. And the deputy sheriff confirmed that when he got in his cruiser and looked at his computer. There was nothing wrong. No laws had been broken. All right. It was all done intentionally and with malice. Okay? And you would think that I would have an attorney that would get on the fucking phone and call the goddamn police and have the Frosts and the Combses arrested. But apparently I can't seem to get my attorney to do what's right. So I have to assume, therefore, that he's not working in my best interest. 3 court cases lost so far. The only reason I won this court case is because I threatened to fucking throw everybody in prison. If I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't even have got my damn kids back. The trolls would have been right. I wouldn't have got my kids back. But thankfully, I sent a letter to the governor, and I contacted the U.S. Marshal's office, and maybe somewhere along the line, somebody got a fire under their ass and actually did something because I managed to get my kids back. But it wasn't because of my attorney, and it wasn't because of any grandiose thing. It was just because I had threatened to throw everybody in fucking prison if they didn't. That's the only reason I got my kids back in the first damn place. It's the only reason. That's a fact. But anyways, like I said, this is my testimony that I should have been allowed to give in my guardianship case, and was not. And like I said, folks, if James Arnold Frost is willing to pay off a judge, what else is he willing to do? Think about that for a minute. You got somebody that has $6.5 million, and I can't get no police to help me. I can't get no judges to help me, no lawyers to help me. I called a lawyer on the phone. Every lawyer I called, they either hung up on me or they wanted to charge me some ridiculous amount. I'll take the case for $30,000. Shit. Like I got $30,000. Like anybody would have $30,000. You know. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's why I'm seriously thinking of just foregoing Frankfurt and just going straight to Washington, D.C. Folks, Washington, D.C. is only 9.5 hours away. I can get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I can be in Washington, D.C. by noon. Literally. Okay? It's only 9.5 hour drive one way. That's it. 9.5 hours. I get up real early in the morning. I can be in Washington, D.C. of a morning. Get my court docket, my friend of the court brief, or whatever, amicus brief, whatever it is. I forget now which one you got to file. But I just get up there, make my filing, and come on back to the house, man. Bada boom, bada bing. Done. Now, oh, you can't do it. The fuck I can't do it. You don't need an attorney for civil cases, folks. Look that up. You don't need an attorney for civil cases. No, you do not. Not even in Washington, D.C. I can go to Washington, D.C., I can file against these son of a bitches, and be back home in time for lunch. Yes, I can. Yes, I fucking can. But I'm going to see what the governor's office does first, and I'm going to see what the U.S. Marshal's office has to say before I do that. Because that is a hell of a long drive, right? It's a long-ass drive, 9.5 hours. Fuck. But in any event, that's where we stand. And I wanted to let everybody know, including the trolls, that once I get done with the Frosts and the Combs, I'm coming after your motherfucking asses. And I'm going to use the proceeds from their arrests and convictions to come after you motherfuckers. Just like I promised. And I keep my promises. If any of you dumb motherfuckers ain't figured out by now that I keep my promises, you're a moron. If I tell you I'm going to do a thing, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I do it. I think I'm on record for that shit. How many fucking I Was Right videos do I have now? 55 of them son of a bitches? So yeah, I keep my word, dude. I keep my word. And the beauty of it is that I got the backing of the creators of the universe just in case I don't. And from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, they're kicking ass and taking names on some of y'all. And that suits me just fine. That suits me just fine. I don't have a problem with that. Who might have questioned the gods of the universe anyway, right? Not my place. Not my place to tell the gods of creation what to do. If they wipe every one of you motherfuckers out tomorrow, I ain't going to shed one tear. Not one motherfucking tear. My entire fucking life is ruined because of them damn student loans hanging over my head like a sword of Damocles. Can't get a job, can't get a loan, can't start a business, can't do shit with them damn fuckers over my head. And now it turns out that James Arnold Frost may very well have been the one that did that shit too. Fuck him. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on. So anyway, that's where we're at, ladies and germs. And like I said, Larry Frost has gave me 4 death threats on YouTube and elsewhere. Larry Frost, James Frost, Ronnie Ray, Millie Frost, Marcia Frost. All the Frosts are saying that I've abused my mother. Why would I abuse my mother when I come down here to be her guardian in the first damn place? Oh, wow, yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it? No, it fucking doesn't, does it? Mm-mm. And let's not forget, folks, even if mom hadn't relinquished power of attorney over everything, and she had just relinquished power of attorney over daddy's stuff, that money would have still been my inheritance money. It would have still been my money. Jim Frost still would not have any right to have that money at all. He is not blood to my mother. He's not even a close relative to my mother. He has no right to that money at all. And when Mom called him on the phone, thank God it was on a speakerphone, he told the whole fucking room, because the whole room heard him, whole room full of people heard him, that he wasn't giving the money back, he wasn't giving back her lawn equipment, not giving back the guns he stole, not giving back nothing. Told Mom right over the phone, said, I'm not giving back none of your shit. None of it. Thank God it was on speakerphone and everybody heard it. Because see, if it hadn't been on speakerphone, he could have said it was hearsay. But see, everybody in the fucking room heard it, and the room was packed, thankfully. Thankfully, there was a shit ton of people there when he said that over the speakerphone. So he can't deny it. He cannot deny that he told her he wasn't giving back her money. All right? And he had no intention of doing that anyway. He had no intentions of giving her back the money. He stole the money. He stole the money because he could and because he wanted to. And that's the only reason. And he threw in a... Let's not forget also, too, folks, James Arnold Frost threw my mother in a nursing home 3 fucking times. 3 times he threw her in a home. Thank God I was the power of attorney, a medical power of attorney for my mother's living will. If I hadn't have been, I wouldn't have been able to got her out. I was able to get her out in time. Of course, they still managed to dope her up with a bunch of drugs. And so now she's losing her memory because of that. She didn't have no memory loss before she started taking these medications. Her memory was just fine. There was nothing wrong with her memory before she started taking this medication. Why are they giving her this medication? So she'll forget. Because if she forgets everything, then all they got to do is say, oh, well, look, she can't take care of herself, you know, and that's the end of that. That's the end of that. But she didn't. Folks, when my father died, he was still in his right mind. He wasn't out of his mind. When my mother's father died at 101 years old, he was still in his right mind too. Okay? Guilford Frost. He died at 101, and he was still in his right mind. Okay, so why is Mom losing her mind? Oh, because of the drugs that they put her on. And that's the only reason why. It's the only reason why. It's the only reason why, man. So, yeah, that's where we're at, guys. And I thought I would give my version of this story. Because God knows the Frosts and the Combses is out there lying at every opportunity, saying I'm beating my kids and my wife and my mother, when absolutely none of that shit is true. And who manipulated my mother into telling Andrea that she was going to hurt her kids? Who put that in Mom's head? Andrea? No. Me? No. Who put that in her mind? Because remember, Andrea got mad at Mom because Mom told Andrea to her face she was going to hurt the kids. And that's when Andrea hauled off and decked her. Well, who put that in Mom's mind to do that? Me? No, I wasn't even there. I was over at my house. Andrea? No, she was the one confronting her about it. So who put that in her mind, folks? Well, it had to either be Larry Frost, Jim Frost, Marcia Frost, Millie Frost, or Ronnie Ray Frost, or Joe Campbell, or his wife, or the Combses. Them's the only ones that could have done it. They're the only ones that could have done it. Sure as hell wasn't me. Something to think about, folks. Right? Yeah. But yeah, I just thought I would get on here and give my side of the story. Because all you're hearing is the Frost and the Combs side. Thanks to my attorney, who wouldn't let me testify. So now I am testifying. And I can assure you that the gods are still in control. The gods I serve, the real ones, are still in control. And the gods I serve will see to it that I retain my money, that I get every penny of that $6.5 million back. And that I reclaim each and every bit of the property and material and utensils and equipment that rightfully belongs to me and my mother. And upon that, I will then reinstate her account. I will put her money back where it belongs, and it will be as the Frosts and the Combs had never intervened. Of course, we got to get them thrown in prison first, which is no easy task. But when I get done with the locals, like I said, trolls, when I get done with the locals, you motherfuckers are next, so don't run away. Don't go anywhere. Yes, even you guys across the pond. Oh, I live in Europe. You can't touch me. Well, we're going to find that out, aren't we? We're going to put that to the test. We're going to put that to the test. Because I know there's people in Europe right now watching this video. Oh, he can't touch me. I'm in Europe. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Alright, anyways, it's going to do it for me. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
Folks, that aged like a packet of a packet of fucking Big Mac sauce left on the dash of the Ford Escape for the summer. And folks, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I think that's where we're going to leave it. Vaughn will be back. Like I said, we checked over his YouTube channel on his latest video, and he has been responding as recently as a day ago. So he's still around. He's still around. And he will be back. He will be back. So we will definitely keep you posted when that happens. And but from now, just let's enjoy some of the old and some of the new with the other cows, folks. There's stuff cooking in the other kitchens as well. So we'll keep you up to date with all that stuff. And until next time, that's all I really got to say is, folks, thanks for watching. Have a good night and a better tomorrow.